Hi guys, welcome to today's workout. It's going to be all abdominals. So we're going to be doing some standing and some in plank and then some on the mat. So I do have one dumbbell that I may use for some things. You don't need it though. I do have a step. I may just be elevated for some of the work, but don't worry about it if you don't have one. So remember, your core is your strong foundation. I always say that whenever you're doing cardio or strength, you are getting a core workout. But this is a little bit extra if you want to do just some focused work on the core, either at the end of a workout or as your workout for the day. So we're going to be starting standing with a little warm up and getting the abdominals ready for more, and also working the abdominals in a standing position. So it kind of gives you that variety. I don't only do abdominals on my back with crunches. I like to do planks. I like to do standing ab work. So you really get a lot of good benefit from attacking the area from different angles. But don't get too wrapped up, in always doing, you need to be on your back doing crunches. So I want you to think about using your core in all your functional movements throughout the day. Just always have it engaged. I can't say it enough. In all my workouts, that core should be engaged. And that will keep you protected. It'll protect your lower back, and it'll also just give you a better overall result, and it'll strengthen your abs at the same time. So let's get started with a warm-up. You're gonna have your feet apart, and we're just gonna start with some deep breaths in and out. And just letting that breath flow. And that's what I want you to focus on during the workout, is just letting the breath flow. Especially when we're down on the mat in plank, where it might get a little bit more difficult. Just be conscious that you're not holding your breath. One more. And exhale. Good. Let's bring those arms up and let's just do a few squats here. So we're just gonna warm up a little bit. We're not gonna do too many here. And we're gonna add a squat with a rotation. So we're gonna squat down and rotate. Squat, rotate. So I want you to lift that heel up as you twist, just getting that little rotation. Feeling that body get a little warmer. So this is a great workout to either add on to the end or use as your sole workout for the day. Maybe go for a walk, do some abs, and there you go. Couple more, and last one. Take a deep breath up here, exhale. One more, and exhale. Good. All right, first one is kind of considered our little warm-up. You're gonna be in a deep plie. We're not gonna be into each exercise too much. We're gonna move pretty quickly with some of my favorite ab exercises. So you're in a plie here, and what I want you to do is bring your arms up and then just tap behind your knee and reach up. Now, if you want to go deeper here, go into a deeper plie and reach closer to your heel. So you could always go a little deeper here. You're going to feel those inner thighs too. So this is great for the obliques. You're going to breathe. You don't have to go to the beat of the music here. You can use it for a little background. Keep those abs tight. You're also gonna get the benefit of those inner thighs. You're definitely gonna feel the quads and the inner thighs here. So this is great if you just want some ideas for standing abdominal work. Really reach up, not forward, up and over. Couple more, and last one. Good job. Come on up, rub those legs out. Good job. Now for this one, if you want, you can grab a weight. You don't have to. So it's going to be a squat and a twist up. So you're going to keep that weight just a little bit in front of you. If you don't want to use a weight, you don't have to. You can hold a ball or a yoga block. All right, feet apart. So you're going to squat, push up. You want to be careful that you're not arching your back. And really keep that core in. So that feeling is like pressing your navel towards your spine. Now, if this is getting you too winded, don't use the weight. Couple more. Again, you're getting those legs too. And bring it in. Good. Now you're going to take the weight in one hand, and you're going to have your left hand behind your head. Pretty just, your feet are right underneath your hips, pretty wide stance, but not too wide. And we're going to take this arm down and use this weight for resistance. And you're just coming back to center. Now notice I'm not lifting this arm up. I'm just using it for a little resistance, and my hand is just light behind the head. You're just going to go to the point where you feel gentle tension. I have a slight bend in my knee. And then we are going to go the other way. See how that feels. A couple more. And now we're going to go the other way. So you're going to go down and up. So you're just going to let that arm kind of slide down the side. This hand is just light. Breathe. So you can really feel the obliques here. And again, you don't have to go too heavy with the weight here. I'm not adding anything. I'm really just using the weight as a little resistance. You can get a feel for it without the weight. Last one. Good job. All right, before we go on to the other side, we're going to do one of my favorites. We're going to squat down and twist. We're going to bring our knee up. Again, if you don't have the weight, don't worry about it. You can just hold your hands together and twist. So you're going to squat down and bring that weight down to your imaginary back pocket. You don't have to go too deep in the squat. I want you to breathe. Good. So it's a little bit more challenging for your balance, bringing that knee up. And then go by how you feel. You can go a little deeper here, bringing that weight behind you a little bit more. Couple more. Last one. Good job. We're going to take that weight in your other hand, this hand behind your head. We're going to go down to this side. Tilt that pelvis a little bit here. So from the side, it's not a big movement. You want to keep this pretty small. And you're coming back to center. You're going to feel it right here. Actually, you feel it on both sides. So try not to lift this shoulder up. Just come back to center. Almost feel like you don't have that weight in your hand. We're going to do a few more, and then we're going to go down to this side. Remember, variety of exercises is the key here. Not only does it break it up a little bit, and we're going to go the other way, but it also is a great approach to balancing out your body. You don't only want to do things for the upper abdominals, you don't only want to do things for the obliques. So this is kind of like a variety that you can put in your little toolbox. You can use it. If you're short on time, maybe pick a few of these exercises to do to add that balance. Maybe do a few oblique, a few in plank, and then a few upper and lower abdominal. So you're gonna feel it right here. Keep that soft knee. Keep this elbow back. So you're really not adding anything. You're just kind of tipping, and your abdominals are doing all the work. So if you put your hand here, you're really gonna feel it. And one more. Good job. All right, put that weight down for now. I'm gonna move the camera so you can see. We're gonna alternate. We're gonna start on our back, but we may be going back and forth between plank and then picking up that weight. So let me bring this down. Hopefully that is going to be good. All right. All right, how are we doing? Okay. So we're gonna come down, and these are gonna build, okay? So you're gonna have your feet flat on the ground, your heels in line with the glutes, and you're gonna have your hands behind your head. So I want you to think about lifting the shoulder blades up and then just holding them here, because you're gonna be lifting from a lifted position, and as you get better at it, or just have a great day, you can get your shoulders up a little more. You want to stay on the tips of your shoulders, and whenever your hands are behind your head, be careful that you're not adding anything. Your hands are just there for support. Your chin's tucked and your gaze is at your just about your knees. We're just going to come up and down. I'm trying to find the beat. Sometimes for these, it is nice to go to the beat. Now, you don't really need your hands behind your head. You can do this motion without, but it is nice to have that little support there. Now hold the next one up and pulse. So you're going to feel that burn a little bit. We're going to add on here. If ever you need a break, just take a break and come back. I'm going to kind of just keep going here. You're going to go one center, one twist, one center, one twist. You're not going to pull on your head. Here we go. Up. Up. I want a nice big lift and a big twist. Shoulder towards the knee. Be mindful of keeping those shoulder blades up. Hold it center. Now we're going to do 3 pulses center and 1 twist to the side. Here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, twist. Now, when you're ready, you're going to bring that knee up. And again, these are going to build. Feel those lower abdominals getting into it now. Two more. Last one. Hug your knees into your chest. Let's take a little break here for that neck. And you can do this stretch anytime you need and then just come back. All right. We're going to bring it up a little bit. We're going to keep our legs up in tabletop. And we're going to go right into a slow bicycle. So you're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders up again. So you're going to reach out with that opposite leg. We do these a lot. Hands are just there for support. I want you to think shoulder to knee. Get ready to pick this up and stay very much in control. I want you to go to full extension. What I see a lot is this, okay? I'm barely moving through the core. I want to go over, up and over, twist. Now, if this bothers your back, bring those legs up a little bit. Pedal your bicycle up here. Keep that back flat. 4 more. Good job. Hug that knee in. Knees in. Good job. Flip it up. All right, let's get into a plank. All right, we're gonna be on our hands for this one. Right here, tuck that pelvis under. Hold your plank. That's all we're gonna do here. And we're gonna rock it forward and back. You can also do this on your elbows. Keep that pelvic tilt. And make sure you reach out the crown of the head. Really use your fingertips here, not only your palms. Hang on to it. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down to your knees. Sit back into child's pose here. Good job. Come on up. One of my favorite exercises is an oblique exercise. You're going to bring your knees into the chest, and then you're just going to bring them to the right. Now you can, if this is too much, you're going to put maybe a step or a pillow there, but you want to really keep your abdominals in because your back is lifted, and then you're going to be lifting both shoulders up here, lifting and lowering. So you're going to feel it right here. So I want you to really not pull on the head, because the tendency here, because you're very limited with your range of motion, because of where your lower body is, you're not going to be able to come up that high. So just stay in that lifted position, shoulder blade up. But your chest is facing center, your knees are to the side. Now I want you to hold those lower abs in too, but you should be feeling it right here. Pulse it up right here. Remember, your hands are light. Again, make sure you're breathing here. 2 more sets, feeling it. If you put your hand here, you're gonna feel it. Rib to hip. 1 more set. Hands are light. 4 more. Hold this one up. Breathe, bring it down. Good job, hug your knees in. All right, before we go to the other side, we're gonna do the 100. So what that is, it's a Pilates exercise. You can do it with your legs straight up. You can lower the legs to make it more of a challenge. And I'm gonna be doing a variation. So I'm gonna pump for 4 and then reach. So it's a variation of the 100. So I'm gonna start with my legs up. My hips are down. So your arms are at your side, your chest is up, your chin's tucked a little bit, and you're gonna pump for 4 and reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, my legs are straight up, which should be the easier version. As you get comfortable, lower those legs. One, 2, 3, 4. You can lower them as long as that back is flat. And pump. Nice strong arms. Last one. Hug those knees in. Relax that head. Remember, you can look right and left if you want to. We're going to bring those knees to the other side. So we're going to bring them to the side. Just kind of get a feel for it. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. You're going to feel this oblique. Your abs are in nice and tight. Here we go. Blow it out. Be very careful not to pull on the head here. That's the tendency because you're so limited. Think about your head resting in your hands. You're coming straight up to the center. Now pulse it up. You can always go back to the slower count. So again, you don't need your hands here. They're not pulling, they're just there to support. You're gonna feel it right here. For 8. Last set. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug it in. Woo. Good job. All right, flip it over again. All right. Okay, for this one, we are going to be on our elbows. You're going to hold this plank. Hold, tuck that pelvis. And we're going to rock side to side. So you don't have to rock to the whole side of your foot. It's just a little bit of an angle. These are one of my favorites to do because you feel it right away, especially after the oblique work you just did. Breathe through it. If you need a break, take it. So you're just going to drop that hip, drop the hip. Make sure you keep those lower abs in. Try not to drop your head. Couple more. Last one. Hold that plank. Good job. Bring it to your knees. Sit back and stretch. Let's come forward and lift the heart. So I'm just on my knees and I'm just feeling a nice stretch through the abs here. Shoulders are down. And come on back. Good job. All right, back to on your back. We're going to do some hip lifts here. One of my favorites. All right. So you're not going to swing. That's the most common thing I see is this kind of swing. You're really keeping it to minimal movement and you're just going to lift and lower the hips. What you don't want to do is this. I'm not even using my abs. Okay, so you want to have a little bit of a hold time when you come up. So if you're new to these and you can't or you don't want to do them, think about a pelvic tilt. This is what you're doing. You're lifting the hips up a little bit using those abs. So this is a little bit easier version. If you like this version, you can go for it. It's a good way to start out. So your legs are going to be up. Head, neck, and shoulders up. We're going to lift and lower. All you're doing is lifting, using those abs to lift those legs. So you hold it up and bring it down. Up. So you want that little split second where you hold it. You can also do this with the knees bent. But what I find is this happens. So I like to do these with the legs straight up. Put some energy into those legs. Another nice way, if you're having trouble with these, is to go one leg at a time. Now, I don't want you to get too much into a rocking motions here, but it is a nice way to ease your way into these. So if you don't like the double leg up, start with these. And then really work on getting the hips up, just holding for that split second. I like to hold the head, neck, and shoulders up. You can add a little crunch. Now hold it up and pulse. So now you're lifting from a lifted position. Keep it going. Bring your right shoulder to your left knee and hold. Other side. Really feeling that burn now. Back to center, last set. One more. And hug it in. Woo. Good job. Take some deep breaths here. Every time we pull those knees in to stretch. All right. We're going to do a variation of the bicycle. You're going to have those legs up, head, neck, and shoulders up. And we're going to pull for 2 and switch. Hips are down here. Nice long, long legs here. Now, if you want to keep them here, that's fine. You don't have to go all the way down. So you're pulling, pulling. Pull those legs apart. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug it in. Woo. Good job. All right, flip it on over. All right, so we're going to do a side plank here. So you're going to be on your elbow. Now, you can do this with knees bent. I'm going to go to a straight leg position. You can also stagger by bringing the top leg forward, okay? So you might want to try it with bent knees. What you're going to do is you're going to lift up here. You're going to have your arm up, and you're going to go down and up. That's all it is. So it's a very small movement, but again, you can do it absolutely on your knees or any staggered position. So we're going to come up and go down and up. That's all it is. This hand can be here too. And if you want, for a little support, you can bring it here. We're going to go for 16. You can also just hold that side plank. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4. Nice and strong through that lower abdominal area. 2 more. Hold it up. You're going to feel it right here. Bring it down. Woo, on your belly. We're going to do some Supermans before we go to the other side. What this works is the low back. And the low back is part of your core. So we will go to do the other side. But I'm going to give you a couple of options here. So whenever you're doing a Superman, you can do opposite arm, opposite leg, with or without a tap down, or everything up together and everything down, or everything up and halfway down. So we're going to build from this. I'm going to show you a few variations from user-friendly to a little bit more challenging. So I'm going to have my arms stretched out. I'm going to reach to the crown of my head, and I'm going to lift my right arm and left leg, bring it down, left arm and right leg. So I just want you to get a feel for these, okay? Now, if you want, bring both together, up and tap down, up and tap down. If any of these do not feel right, go back to that opposite arm, opposite leg with the tap down. Now we're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg, lifting from a lifted position. So it's up, up. See how everything's off the ground? If you don't like this one, go back to that tap down. And then we're going to bring everything up from that lifted position. So it's up, Now, the tendency is to do this to lift the head, but really think about lifting your chest and contracting your abdominals, the low abs. So keep your abdominals tight and honor your body here. If you want to be in goalpost arms, you can be here. And you can absolutely tap down. Make sure those abs are in and you're breathing. Last one. Good job. Let's sit back into child's pose. Stretch out that low back. So that low back is part of your core. Feel the back lengthen here. If you want a nice stretch through the obliques, bring your hands to one side and then to the other side. Good job. Come on up. Let's do that side plank. I did not forget about that. All right. So again, your variations are knees bent, and you can be right here, totally fine. You could be staggered with the top arm in front. This is fine too. Or you can be stacked, one leg on top of the other. Just make sure that you're not here. You really want to lift up, create space here. So squeeze your abdominals, take a deep breath in and out, come up, and here we go. Now, you can have that arm up. Remember, we're going to go for 16. This is a challenging position. I want you to pull in those lower abdominals. Remember, you can do 8 in one position and then 8 in another. Make sure you're breathing. Good job, 2 more. Hold it. Good job, bring it down. Whew. Good work for those, with those. All right, I'm gonna do another seated exercise. I know I'm covering a lot. This is gonna be a little longer because it really incorporates a lot of different exercises. So you can do them all. It's really not that long, but if you wanted to incorporate these into your workout, these are also great. Pick one of each. That's a great way to kind of add to your workout and maybe add to the end of a workout. All right, so we're gonna have our right leg in front, our left leg back. If this is uncomfortable to you, you're gonna be here, okay? Or here. All we're gonna do is lift this leg for 32 reps. So if the most challenging would be here, you're gonna lift that leg and pulse. So if this is uncomfortable for you, this is gonna be a challenge because you're fighting gravity. You can be here or here. This would be the easier version. Here, remember, you're not leaning, you're just using it as a little building block to here. Now we're doing a lot, so we're gonna finish this off with 2 more sets of 8. You're gonna keep that knee and ankle parallel. You're gonna feel it right here. You can have your arms here, that's fine, or hands together. And hold it up and bring it down. Good job. So you're gonna twist a little bit, bring your elbows down, and just feel that stretch. If you want, you can bring it all the way down. And then we'll walk those hands in. We're gonna go right to the other side. You may find one side just a little better than the other, just more flexible. So take those positions. If you need a little help, bring it here or bring it to your elbow, okay? So I'm gonna have that leg forward. This leg is gonna lift and we're gonna lift. It's not a big lift. You're gonna feel it right here, but I want those lower abs in. Feel them as though you're fighting gravity. right here. Remember here, this is just a little building block to here. So you don't want to lean on those hands. Really pull the abdominals in, breathe. You're gonna feel it right here, and you're gonna get that benefit in the outer thigh and the glute too. 8 more. We probably did a little more than 32. That's okay. 3, 2, hold it up, bring it down. Good job. Take a stretch. Remember, this might be enough for you. Feel that stretch through the abs, or you can take it all the way down. And bring it in. Good. That's a great one to do, especially it's just different, and you can make it easier or harder. You can even hold a weight in front if you wanted to make it a little bit harder. All right, here we go. We're gonna be lifting then the whole upper body here. We're gonna have our legs out about even with the mat. You're gonna take your hands right above your shoulders. So your feet are about as wide as the mat. You're gonna tuck your chin, lift up, come over, round the back, and come down. We're gonna build from here. Roll it up, reach forward. So you're C curving the back as you come up. I just want you to get used to this motion. And then we're going to change it a bit. Peel yourself up. And then we're going to hold it here. We're going to come up and lift our left leg and reach for that toe. And then we're going to do the opposite leg. So you're going to come up, tap, bring it down, other side. Now, if you want to, some people like to bring their hands behind their head, but I don't like that version. So I think it's it adds a little momentum. You can also bring your hands here. And this is not to the beat. You're going to twist to that opposite toe. Notice I'm not bringing my head, neck, and shoulders down here. So I'm staying on the tips of my shoulder blades as I go down. You could roll all the way down if you like, but again, I think that's a lot to go down and up, and I think it's a little harder this way. You don't get that break through the abs. Two more. Remember, you can just go to the roll up if you want, and hug your knees in. Woo. Good job. Nice work. Breathe in and out. Come on up. All right. I think I'm not going to use the step because you don't really need it. And if you don't have a step, it's really nice to just be able to do all these exercises on your mat. All right, so the next one, we're gonna flip over onto into our plank, and we're gonna do a slow mountain climber. We do this with a run, but we're gonna be doing it slow and bringing the knee into the chest. So I really like these because you also feel the chest, shoulders, and back. Now you can bring the knee in. You can bring it right here. So go by how you feel. You can stay with the twist. We did a lot of obliques today. And you want to keep that knee fairly close to the ground. You don't want to be up here. We do this with a run, but this is really nice to do where you're just pulling that knee in. You can monitor the speed. You can pull and really squeeze right there. Just a little harder when you slow it down. Two more. Last one. Hold your plank. Bring it to child's pose. Woo. Good work. work. Come on up. All right, you're gonna grab one weight if you want to here. We're almost there. So we're gonna have the weight down at our chest. We're gonna roll it up and twist to the side. Now you can do this with the head up, or you can bring your head down in between. So if you don't like the weight, you don't have to use the weight. You can use a yoga block, a ball. You're gonna feel that chest a little bit. You can use a lighter weight. Two more. Last one. Good job. All right, take a little stretch here. Good job. We're gonna do a weighted crunch. We're gonna take those legs straight up. That weight is up, and we're just gonna lift, lift, lift. So if this is too much, you can do it without the weight and just have your hands behind your head. For this one, you want to keep the head, neck, and shoulders up. I want you to put some good energy in those legs. Again, the weight is going to be that resistance. You're going to get a little benefit in the upper body too. The shoulders, they're isometrically holding the position. Reach out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it down. Woo. Roll it up. One more thing to do. We do this one a lot. This is a Russian twist. And again, if you have the bench, you might want to sit on the bench. If you like, and bring it side to side. You can do this on the mat as well. So I'm going to show you on the mat, but we do that one on the bench a lot. All right. So again, this one's similar to the one where we did with the stand with the knee twist. You're bringing the weight down, you're using it for resistance to really feel it in the core. So you can do this one with your feet down. As long as you're leaning back, for more of a challenge, bring the legs up. So I'm going to start with my feet down and then bring them up. So we're going to be doing just the Russian twist. I may add a push out. That is your option. You don't have to do that option. Just again, another fun variation. So lean back, shoulders down. So you don't want to do these too fast. You really want to make sure that your low abs are in. Now, if you want to add that push out, it's a little bit more abdominal and chest. Push out, definitely a little harder on your core. So if it doesn't feel right, you could try this without the weight. Again, the legs up or down. Couple more. Last one. Bring it back into center. Good job. Whew, let's stretch it out. Nice work. I'm going to give that low back a little stretch. Let's stay right where we are. Reach for your toes and just tuck your chin into your chest. Shoulders down and just feel that nice stretch on the low back. Roll all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. And then you can take this side to side. I know we covered a lot today, so you can use all of it, you can use some of it. All right. Good work. All right. We're just going to stretch that low back a little bit, so we're going to keep the knees together and just bring them to one side and stretch your arms. So you're going to feel that low back. You're also going to feel it all the way to that IT band. Open the chest, breathe. This is your chance to just let go and fall into the mat. Let's bring it to the other side. Again, if it's uncomfortable for you to bring the knees all the way down, you can elevate. You can put a book here, a pillow, a yoga block. Just feel that chest expand and really feel that nice stretch all the way down. Let that breath flow. Bring your knees into your chest one more time. Lift your head up to your knees. Feel that nice stretch. Bring the shoulders down. Maybe point and flex the feet. And roll it up. Good work. Let's bring those legs in a V. Let's just stretch out those obliques a little bit. It just feels good to stretch. Just take it side to side. Breathing up to the center as you switch. Getting that mobility, feels good. And come back to center. Take a deep breath up. Exhale and bring your hands down. And then just walk them out. Just to where you feel comfortable. You might just want to stay right here. I'm going to come out with a straight arm and drop my head a little bit. You want to feel that nice stretch in the inner thigh as well. And walk it in. Take a nice big deep breath. Bring your hands to your heart. And then just relax the legs however you want them to be. And thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this all abdominal workout. It was pretty intense because we did standing plank work on your back and on your side. So you can use it as a standalone workout when you really want that core focus, or you can take bits and pieces of it or do parts of it at the end of your workout or as your standalone workout. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for joining me, and remember to put that gratitude in your heart for the ability to do this workout. Namaste.